see how this one goes. I think it'll be alright.
Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I could never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Arizona Cardinals.
I need some damn food.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Play fake. Murray. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield.
That was weird. I was like, all right, I'll just keep running.
Down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Here's Murray.
Oh, that's some baby back
And he
bullshit.
went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Now Murray off play action. And the Washington pressure gets to
I was trying to get out of that damn play action because fucking Hopkins was so fucking open.
Drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It didn't get me out of it.
Visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talk
Well,
with
usually you
them
can just hit
prior to the
R2
game,
and
they said
it
they wanted
cancels
this
you
home
out
crowd
of
to
it.
feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And it's fielded at the 34. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Pretty, you can come up here. I just don't want to get my fucking net.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And
I had a
that going to
feeling
be
that shit was coming.
incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Murray, strong running. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
48-yard line.
Here's Murray. Screen pass to Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 49-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him plays like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. at the 2-yard line.
Oh my God.
To the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cardinals, nothing.
So we better get our shit together here.
Throwing again on second down. Murray caught left side, Hopkins. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
At the 25-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. On the return, Williams. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And 6.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
At the 38.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Gosh dang it, man.
Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
And done.
He's picked off at his own 47.
I saw that guy like move outside a little bit and thinking, okay, he's gonna go and gonna time it up, and he never fully committed.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
12-yard gain. It's now 4th down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Turnover on down.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Murray. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out
I'm
there,
about to
set
cut
ready
him.
for
He
this
was
next
doing
drive. The
stupid
Washington
shit.
offense.
And last time they were
Hunter.
very
I was just
fortunate
like, what the
this
fuck's
offense.
going
They
on?
went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory.
He kicked it like
But
20
the other
yards.
guys held
I
up.
had full power
Didn't
on it
give
one
up
time.
any
I don't know what
points.
the fuck.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive.
Nowhere to go here. He lost
Damn
the
it.
football.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Out of the gun now on third down. He'll find Gibson here complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's get off the field. 58, boys, 58, 58. Come on. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the
Second and 10.
Three down.
Operating from the gun, Murray. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
Go up fucking field.
Incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I went to lob it just to throw it up to D-Hop, give myself a quick. Yeah, he threw it like that.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Oh my God.
Why do anything else? Just get out
Oh,
of
that could have been huge.
Halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Set to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Williams now on the return.
Oh, I don't care.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Room past the 20, and he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now on 1st down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray, he'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's fielded at the 45. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give right side. It's Gibson, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Flush to his right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, it's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Call it a pickup of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
The 16-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushed...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Hopkins on for the extra point.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
Madden's fucking junk.
From the gun, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But now it'll be third down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back to throw now on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Another run by Lindsey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Intercepted by Washington.
Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal.
On for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Now here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Murray now on 1st down. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Keep it up. 95, Mike. 195. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He's going to get this inside the 30. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Good.
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. McCann's got it teed up. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Gibson breaks the tackle. Now an alley. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 13. A big pickup there on the run. Give him 53 yards on the ground. Well, Charles,
7.
it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it?